let's jump straight into it then with the first of our players. Let's switch over to a nice view of you, shall we? That's not the right one. Hello. So, I mean, Dan, you could look slightly less terrified. Good day. How are you doing today?
I was all right. I'm good. I'm fine. Hello. Yes.
Apologies, it's a bit hot in here.
It's not your fault.
It's a hot, muggy, sweltery day. And first of all, Dan, so you are first today. You'll be laughing.
I think your door just.
I think the doorbell just went. It's okay. I've got the door lady to answer it.
I really hope your girlfriend isn't watching this right now.
She'll watch it later, and yeah, I will regret saying that.
Oh, hello.
Oh, there we go. 2 5 6 2 5.
16.
That's 16.
Why did you go first? You're going to make my ones look terrible now.
I hope you roll all ones.
I'll be back. I'll be back in a sec. Do you want to do your fourth roll?
Big 4. I guess I'm now entertaining the stream. It's all about me. That's not intimidating in any way.
So we're the background talkers.
Yep. With me at the moment are James and another Dan. Another Dan.
The lesser Dan.
Well, let's start as we mean to go on. Sure.
Since you're on the stream first, we'll call you Dan 1.
Okay.
You're Dan 2. This is just permanent throughout everything now.
We were going to name every character a variation of Daniel, so it just got really confusing. I vetoed that early. You're welcome.
Oh, that was my idea. I forgot that.
I'm going to make your life miserable when you're over here. Right, okay.
Do you need a moment to consider where you're going to be putting your stats?
I think I know where I'm going to put my stats. I'm going to probably stack wisdom and con.
Okay, so talk us through it then, and I'll fill it in on the score sheet here.
Let's do that. So let's make both those 16s. So one of them a con score, one of them a wisdom score.
Okay, so that puts your wisdom at 17 and your con at 18.
Lovely.
Lots of hit points to start with. That's great. Okay.
And then let's make that 15 my strength.
15 strength. Okay, cool. Yeah. Definitely a melee. Yeah.
Yep.
Melee guy.
Yeah, here we go. 10 is going to be my intelligence.
10 in intelligence.
Oh wait, hang on. I've got 12.
You have got a 12. You have got a 12. Yes.
What am I missing? Sorry. So let's make 12 my intelligence.
12 for intelligence plus 1 intelligence. Yep, that suits from what I understand of his backstory, which
10.
we'll talk more about another time.
Yeah. Let's make 10 his. What have I got left?
Charisma and Dex.
10 is going to be his Dex.
Dexterity of 10. Dexterity 10 points.
And so the charisma is going to be that 8. So that's
there's a traditional dump stack unless you need charisma. So -1 on charisma checks.
Indeed.
Okay, that's great. Nice roll.
I'm dead chuffed.
Yeah, I was going to ask how you feel, but you've got it.
Hey fellas, beat that.
Okay. Do you have your own dice? Sorry.
Yes, I've got my dice. They're all ready.
Okay, great. Let's switch over to the nice view. Okay, so you're not Dan. Bye,
No.
Dan. Your name is of course James.
Yep.
I've even put your little handle in there, James.
Oh,
James
thank you.
and D6 underneath at James and D6.
I'm very creative with the handles.
I think it's on brand, so I'm happy with that. So James, I'm gonna have to wipe everything here. Tell us a little bit about your character.
So my character, his name is going to be called Seth. So
Seth,
everyone
yeah.
knows him as Seth. So SEF.
SEF, Seth, yeah.
He is a.
Demanin. Oops.
So he looks like a half elf. So he's got quite a.
He's a half elf.
Half elf. He's got greyish skin.
Mm-hmm.
So light grey.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, Dan.
and his class is going to be a rogue.
A rogue,
Yes.
half elf rogue,
Yeah.
which
So totally original and creative.
A cheeky chap, most likely. We'll see how the rolls go. Okay, so Seth, the half elf rogue.
Yep.
Have you been making any preparations with your dice? Anything you need to do?
I've just bought them.
You've just bought them. These are fresh dice.
I say the main campaign I've played for the last year or so, I've kind of actually just been settling with the one set of dice, which just got me through everything. And then when it's like rolling for stats, I was like, and for a rogue, I was like, I'm gonna need a lot of D6. So I've just bought some. So I've got 4 brand new D6s, which I'm about to use.
Oh, we are breaking the dice, your dice virginity here. Well, sorry, the dice's virginity here. That's good to know.
Be amazed by the amount of ones I now get.
Okay, let's see, shall we?
Just for reference, Dan is looking far too excited by me getting ones.
Hang on 1 second. I'm just because your
No,
your camera seems to be lagging a little bit, but I think okay, we'll just make the best of it. Okay, so let's have your first roll, please.
Please not once.
Okay, so roll number 2. Let's go. In your own time. Oh, that looks nice. 6, 2 4s, and a 3. That was very fast maths. Nice. 14. Okay, you've got a 14. I'm just.
I know. I've met
He
doesn't
maths.
know numbers.
I'm not sure
You
I'd be
can
complimented
add?
by that. It's like, oh, that's fast math. Those 3 numbers.
You got it faster than I did. That's all I'm saying. All right, I was paying you a compliment, man.
Thank you. Running out of chances for that 16 though.
Oh my God!
Yes!
Is that 3 6s and a
Oh!
4? It is. That's
I'm
a
a rogue.
6s.
That's
I
a
am
maximum.
rogue.
That's a maximum of 18.
I am a rogue. I
Congratulations.
am so happy. I'm
that-
not gonna die.
You're gonna have 19 dexterity at level 1.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
I'm not gonna die. Straight away.
Operation Team Scout.
I'm just as the DM just making notes like, yeah, he thinks he's indestructible, eh?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's got a 19 dex. He'll be fine. Okay, so that's 12 then. You got on your last roll. Still good. So
I'm average across the board. And very dexterous.
I would say you're definitely above average. 12, 12's above average. That's +1 on it's good. And the banter has begun.
I like this. I call
great.
this the union of Daniels on the side of the table.
Out of
can't
shot,
be-
we've got 2
But I
damage.
can't be
Down.
mean to either Daniel because you're my healers.
Oh, can you feel the power?
Already.
Oh, you might have an 18, but we have the power.
Yeah.
Okay, so hello, Di.
Hi.
How are you? It's like I hate my nickname already.
Yeah.
Already been renamed.
Yeah. It's there's 2 Dans, and one Dan got in there first. I didn't want to call you Dan 2. I feel like that's patronising. So Di just got a bit of mystique, and I believe mystique is the name of the game with your character, at least in places. Can you tell us at least the name of your character and a little bit about him?
Yes, my character is called Fleeting Look. Yep.
Fleeting Look.
Yep.
Yep.
He is a tiefling, and he's going to be a paladin.
Ooh, have you thought about what sort of colour tiefling he's going to be?
Yeah, turquoise.
Turquoise. I love it. That is unexpected. Okay.
Curveball.
Tiefling. I almost want to write turquoise, even though it has no racial bearing whatsoever. But you're going for paladin is the class you're going to be going for.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, great. Why not? On the night. I mean, I could do barbarian. I could play as an artificer. Don't play as an artificer because I haven't prepped that. But yeah, anyway. Okay, anything you want. Okay, so whenever you are ready, do you need any sort of pre-rolling rituals or anything you need to prepare? No, or you're good to go? Okay, like why stop asking me difficult questions? Okay, let's have your first roll, please. Let's roll. Okay, what have we got there? I see 2 2s. I see a 5 and a 1. Well, that's a 9 for your first roll.
The bad one's out of the way.
I mean, it was going too well so far, so it's about time we had a negative stat. So, yeah, you can blame James. He took all the good
One
rolls.
person just going to hoover up everyone's dump stats.
Exactly,
Yeah,
it's exactly what's happening.
I'm that person.
Oh, well, hang
What's
on.
that roll?
2 6s and a 5 and a 1. That's more like it. 17.
Nice.
Again, nearly a maximum. Great roll there. So, 13 on strength, 12 on dex, 13 on con, 11 on intelligence, 9 on wisdom, and 19 on charisma. That's yes, you're not at all like one-sided at all.
I'm making up for real life.
That's very close to the level where you can essentially remake reality just by saying it.
Yeah.
Just kind of like, I don't like this goblin. This goblin is not here, and then it just
Gone, disappears. Yeah, lovely job. Okay, Di, thank you for playing the game of life.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. And as he now tries to elegantly get out of his seat, I left it running so everyone could see that. Great.
Gratuitous coin shot, thanks.
Just gratuitous, just groins everywhere. That's the theme of this campaign is groins. No, it's seriously not.
So,
What's D&D?
why am I here?
So I should say, so Marta here, and now up on the screen. Yes, and I've also put in your Twitter @handle as well in there. All the representation on
promo.
socials, all that promo.
Look, I should do this.
Yes.
I mean, if you're playing a halfling, then you carry on. You have to do that every session from now on. So it should say, although it doesn't need to be said, but let's say it anyway. That Marta's new to D&D. This is her first time playing. We just did We did a little one shot. I think most of us actually here, apart from Di today, did a one shot just to get you familiar with the basic rules, and that's great because it means that those of you who are new to D&D as well, you can learn alongside Marta.
Yay! And those of you who aren't can laugh.
That too.
Great.
That too. I won't be laughing. Trust me. I mean, I'll be getting
Great.
rules wrong all over the place as DM. So, I'm just going to lower the expectations there before the campaign begins.
So episode 0 is 4.
Yeah, exactly. Just establishing the ground rules. Okay, great. So, first of all, then, Marta, can you introduce to us your character, please?
My character. Do you want me to look at you?
I
Do it, or
mean,
camera?
either you can look at the camera or me or both. You can keep moving.
I need to know what I'm doing with the camera.
Where's my focus?
Where's my focus? Like, is this my good side?
I mean, if I could do the rest of it like this. No, sorry, we're doing profile. Yeah, whichever way you can alternate between the two. It's whatever you feel most comfortable with.
Fabulous.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so first roll then. Before you make your first roll, because I've actually remembered with you before everyone else. So as a high elf, what racial bonuses do you get? Do you remember?
Dexterity
It's
plus
fine
two.
if you don't,
You
because
said
it's
this wasn't gonna be
dexterity
a
plus
test.
2 and
Intelligence
intelligence
plus
plus
one.
1.
Test.
That was the first test. That was a lie, and you failed.
That's true. So as a high elf, you get a +2 to your dexterity and a +1 to your intelligence. So that's worth bearing in mind when it comes to your stats. I'm super smart.
Smart, you
Super
guys.
smart. Okay, sorry, I interrupted your flow there. If you have any pre-roll ritual you need to do,
I have
Including
never done this before.
putting
I'll
your
let
phone
you know.
on silent.
Yeah. As long as it's a cool ringtone, bro.
Smooth. Okay,
gonna
thank you.
ignore that.
Thank you for that. The Cantina band
Nice.
joined in. So, first roll whenever you're ready.
All right. Well, there we go.
I was meant to go in the box, but
What?
we can't see what that is.
I can see it. Oh, there we go. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I
it's got to
didn't
roll in the
even
box.
see what
Doesn't
it
count.
was.
It's not in the
I
box.
It was a dry run practice.
She's new, guys. She's
You
new.
didn't tell me it's supposed to go in the box.
You were out of the room actually, so you didn't see. That's fair.
Yeah.
So there is a 5, 2 3s, and a 2. So you take the best 3s. That's a 5 and 2 3s. That's 11 on your first roll.
And
there
then
we
do
go.
the thing again.
Do it
That's
again
not a
5
negative.
more times.
So exciting, you guys. It's my first time.
It really is. It sounds like you're taking the piss, but it actually is. Where would you like to put your stats
Well,
as
my
a sorcerer?
highest stat, Jack, actually. I'd love to put that into charisma.
Surprising one there.
Oh, that's
So,
shock, I know.
I mean, you're starting slightly disadvantaged, really, because it's not a +3 on your best on your main stat, but that's fine. You can address that later on in the game. 15 for charisma. Okay, so that's 1 15 down.
Excuse me.
Where would you like to put the other 15?
We have another 15?
You rolled 2 15s.
See, I don't even follow. Constitution, please. 'cause
15 to
apparently, basically, I'm
Constitution.
doing this by the book because I read part of it, and so it says that.
Yeah. See, the
So-
books they're full of wonderful advice and tips. Wizards of the Coast, if you're watching, thank you.
Jack, I'm just going to leave you with that sentiment right now. They're not watching, buddy. Sorry.
They might one day.
Let me just make
It's going to be on
calls.
YouTube forever. Okay, so 15 into Constitution, great. So where are you going to put your 14? Remember, you've got +2 on Dex and a +1 on Intelligence added to whatever you rolled.
Honestly, I don't know because I don't know what's going to be helpful.
Oh,
So-
Then don't worry about it. What's your character's personality?
yes.
Well, then great. I might put it into, and there might be groans, I don't know, but intelligence?
14 into Intelligence, that would put you on brand. That's another odd one. 15 in Intelligence, so you'd have a +2
I
on your
will not
Intelligence
have
checks.
any freaking even numbers, okay?
I'm determined not to have even numbers. She's an odd girl.
I don't know why, but like I suddenly overcome with this need to not have any even numbers. I know, sorcery.
It's whatever floats your D&D boat. The final scores on the doors for Neris Aradel are a strength of 11. That gives you a 0 bonus on strength, but that's fine.
Because I'm a
That's
sorcerer.
fine. You're a sorcerer.
Glass cannon.
Yes, using the terminology already. It's great. 13 on dexterity, so that gives you a +1 on dexterity stuff, which is going to be good for your armor class as well. And for if you want to hit people with light, finesse weapons or ranged weapons, they're good for that. Constitution 15
cut someone.
hit points. That's good.
Yeah.
15 intelligence. You want to cut someone.
I want to cut
something.
someone.
I was going to let that go, and then I thought actually that's too creepy to just ignore.
No, yeah.
Pointing at the wrong people so far.
I know.
I'm going to
But-
cut you.
Am I?
It's a team game.
A sorcerer who tries to cut people with spells. Okay,
No, without the spells with a knife.
just doing terribly at
just-
it. Yeah. Literally going to be bouncing off the armor. Okay, so 15 in intelligence, a wisdom of 13, and a charisma for your spellcasting of 15 as well. Like, a few 15s in there. Again, it's all positive figures. Martin, thank you for playing the game of
Thank
life.
you for having me.
No problem at all.
Go full Peter
We
Parker.
have-
How do I cast spell? Throwing a knife.
I mean, as long as it's on fire.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I think he's in position. Let's move back. It's Marta, apparently.
You thought you got
It's
rid of
definitely
me.
not Marta. Last player to roll their stats today is Bart. There you are, and you got your social media handle in there as well, because
Oh, yeah.
all of the social media,
The crispiest Bart.
the crispiest of the Barts. No, are we bringing
Not just any old Bart.
Are we bringing
crispy
a
Bart.
cheese and onion Bart or a
Yes.
salt and vinegar Bart today?
Sour cream and onion.
I wish the other camera was working just to pick up the reaction. This is what we're going to look forward to when the campaign starts. You'll see both sides of
I
the table.
exist primarily to ruin other people's experience and completely destroy all professionalism in there. Hello. Anyway,
Speaking of ruining people's fun and professionalism,
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about your character?
I can. My character is Brucon Rumbleguts Ree, a dwarf
Brucon
monk.
Guts.
Brucon
Ree.
Rumbleguts Ree. Yep.
Ree.
Yeah, the Rumbleguts is the official family name. Ree is kind of his sort of stage handle.
Oh,
But anyway, here we go.
yes,
Roll
we'll,
number
see
4.
we'll see how long
Roll
Brucon
number
Ree
4.
lasts.
Yeah, indeed.
6, a 5, and a 4, and a 1, so 15.
So
Lovely
I'm glad I've got a
job.
low roll in there
I love
because
that now you
playing.
sound disappointed by 15s. It's like, well, he's got 16 and 17.
I mean,
this is just a 15.
I just feel it's on brand for me to sound disappointed most of the time. It's kind of like a parent and their children, you know, oh, what are they doing?
Jack's there like, there's no way to exploit this team. They've got no real weakness.
There's no hole here. Okay.
My
there we
God.
go. Oh, 2 6s and a 4, and we'll ignore that
I
1.
make a 16 out of that.
Yep, that's 16. Those some hefty rolls
Yeah,
for your
glad I
dwarf
got a low
monk.
roll for a dump stat because it would be weird playing what is this, an omnipotent dwarf monk. That would
Yeah.
that would be weird.
A little bit weird. I mean, you know, we could make it work.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's
2 5s, a
still not
4, and a 1. So that's a 14 on your last roll. This is some,
Wow.
some good rolls.
bad.
And wisdom 10.
Wisdom 10. Oh, I forgot you had a not so good stat. Oh, good. Oh, yay.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Wisdom. Not very wise. Not very perceptive either, right?
I did have the choice between wisdoms and intelligence, and I was like, I'd like to not be stupid.
Wisdoms or
I'd
intelligences?
like to make some intelligent choices in this game, so intelligence went for that stat.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That'll help with our Arcana stuff as well. So that's all good. Great. Thank you, James. And then we had Dan 2. Okay, sorry, Di. There we go. I've got it on the
I
screen.
think I prefer Dan 2.
I can change it to Dan 2 for next time. Sorry. So Dan 2, you're I can't do that.
Can we just call him Daniel?
Daniel.
Like his name.
Danny.
Daniel.
We'll work on it. But for now, Di.
We've got 2 weeks to come up with something.
We'll vote for next time.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Well, in fact, we could put a poll up. We'll put it up on social media
We'll
handles.
start calling him his real
What
name.
should Dan's name? You come back as like
McDan
Boaty.
face.
Yeah, Danny McDan face. Exactly.
After today, we never call him Dan, just Fleeting.
Just
Fleeting
Just call him
is his
Fleeting.
character name forever. Just Fleeting.
Bob. Just Bob.
Bob.
Okay, so Bob has it.
Bob Fleeting. So yes, Fleeting look, the
We'll work on
tiefling,
that.
the turquoise tiefling paladin.
So basically, if our characters get split away from the group, then it's entirely feasible that they're just walking around with an owl bear like right behind them.
Yeah, yeah. No, it
One
would.
day they will find me.
I was thinking it'd be like a
What the hell noise
Scooby-Doo
owl bears
chase.
even make?
I think they actually make. I mean, I see what they actually make. They're fictional creatures,
Yeah.
so they could make any noise I deem they make. But I was going to say something owl-like.
Wow.
I was about to make a noise, and then I was like, I forgot we're recording. And then just everyone went for noises, and I'm like, it couldn't have been this worse. I
But,
couldn't.
you know that was Martyr. That was nothing. I want to point that out. Like, kind of,
You wish.
Plausible deniability.
I think there's going to be a woo-hoo, something like that in
Yeah,
there,
that makes a lot of
probably.
sense.
You know, just sticking on brand.